Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I will be talking about my experience going to a naturopath for the first time. She gave me the worst false hope I could have been given. If you're new here, I'm Caitlin. I had uterine cancer at 18 and a total hysterectomy 2 weeks before my 19th birthday. If you want more context to what happened with that, I recommend going and watching my full cancer story or the video before this one. I went in a little bit more detail of what I was dealing with, just like how many years of trying to figure out what this was, and the doctors couldn't figure it out. So if you want more context to that, go watch those videos. I just want to say that if you go to a naturopath, like, good for you. Some things work for other people. It just didn't work for me. I wouldn't recommend going to this lady, and I'm not going to say her name. I'm not going to say where she is. I did go see a different naturopath in 2025 because I don't have a uterus. I was actually really depressed and I was wondering if it was maybe my hormones. No, I was just really depressed and need therapy, honestly. Yeah, I think that naturopaths can be helpful for your vitamins or hormonal issues. Yeah, I would even recommend going to one. I know I'm blending in with the couch. I was thinking of changing my shirt, but no, I'm just whatever. I'll just blend in with the couch today. In July of 2020, I had a DNC. It had been canceled already because of COVID. Once I finally had the surgery in July, my gynecologist tried to remove all of it and she couldn't because I started bleeding a lot. She knew that this was not what they thought it was. They thought it was like a cyst or a polyp, and when she went in to remove it, it definitely wasn't that. During this time of waiting to figure out what this tumor was, I started getting CT scans, MRIs, blood work, and nothing was showing up on the blood work. No cancer was showing up on the blood work. They just told me everything is clear, everything looks good. Obviously, whatever this wasn't normal, and I had been transferred to a different gynecologist that was at the cancer clinic. That was very scary because I did not know if it was cancer yet. I started going to the cancer clinic pretty quickly after I had the DNC in July. And on September 1st of 2020, I was told that there was 6 things it could be. 5 were cancerous and 1 was a very rare growth. It was either that month or in October that I went to see a naturopath if she could see anything that the doctors couldn't. Obviously, the doctors are going to be able to see more. They have more equipment. But I went there and, she like pricked my finger and took like a little drop of blood and put it under the microscope. And I told her like all the health issues that I had been going through, the surgery I had had, and I told her what the doctors told me. There was 6 things it could be. 5 were very rare cancers, and the other was just a weird fluke of a thing that happened to me. And she looked at me and said, "You do not have cancer. And if they say that you have cancer, they are lying because they just want to remove your uterus." I was 18 at the time. I had already been through so many years of pain. I was very scared of what the doctors were going to tell me once they finally figured out what it was. So her telling me that definitely gave me false hope. She also said, she showed me the screen and she was like, "You can see your blood here. You can see that if it was cancer, that there would be squiggly lines in there, and there is none." She also said that if they said it was cancer, that she could do shock therapy and that she's actually healed people from cancer with this shock therapy. I'm just going to say right now, I don't believe that. I do not believe that for 1 second. I'm sorry, but cancer is I think that with the miracle of God, that cancer can be healed by just a miracle. But someone doing shock therapy just because they don't believe in doctors seems pretty crazy to me and pretty dangerous, honestly. It's very dangerous for someone to tell a young girl that. And also to tell me that they just want to remove my uterus and that's why they would say it's cancer. What doctor would tell a young girl that she has cancer and do a big surgery just for the heck of it? I put my trust in God and I put my trust in doctors. Yeah, there are doctors out there that maybe are corrupt. I think that doctors and nurses, the jobs they do and the care that they put into taking care of other people, I'm sorry, but I just put my trust in them. I've been to a lot of different hospitals, hundreds of different doctors and nurses, and I still trust them. After that appointment with this naturopath, she told me all of this. It definitely 100% I did not have cancer. I think it was like 3 weeks later that my doctor called me and told me that I had a very rare aggressive cancer and it needed to be dealt with immediately. There was two options of either chemoradiation or my uterus being removed, and this woman just told me that the doctors are going to tell you it's cancer and they're going to want to remove your uterus for no reason. So that was false hope, first of all. I was like almost doubting the doctors. This woman said that they were going to do that. I know someone who still goes to her, and honestly, I don't care. Like, if she helps them, then that's fine. They actually told me that last time they were there and said she did actually have cancer. And this woman says, yeah, I did see something on the screen, but I didn't want to say anything. Like, really? I don't know if she's just lying through her teeth. I don't know what to think about that. I can't help but think about how many other women or men have went to her and she's said the same thing, or maybe they really were sick with cancer and just told them that the doctors are the worst people to go to. Obviously, I put my trust in the doctors. I never went back to this woman. I definitely thought about going back and just telling her how horrible that was to get false hope. Yeah, I'm going to be okay and this isn't cancer, and even though I'm really sick, this woman tells me I'm not. It was probably 2 months after I had seen this naturopath that I had a total hysterectomy. I was cancer free and I've been pretty healthy since then. I did have some other surgeries. My last surgery was in 2023. I've been cancer free now for 5 years. The survival rate for the cancer I had is 5 years. Just thinking that I might not be here today if I hadn't have listened to the doctors. I think a lot of people are scared to go to the doctors. Maybe it's just because of COVID that they just don't trust doctors anymore. I would recommend, if you have a health issue, a naturopath is great for, I think, vitamins or hormonal things, like I already said. Doctors have all this equipment that they can see what's truly wrong. I think sometimes it's frustrating when they don't listen to you right away, but maybe go see a different doctor. I know that's what I had to do. I had to go to Emerge quite a few times before there was a doctor there that was like, let's get you an ultrasound. That's when they finally seen this massive tumor. So yeah, that's my experience going to a naturopath and being told I did not have cancer when I in fact very much did. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!